Welcome to Hiking Adventures with Mark Winfield. Today, Patty and I are in the Cape Breton Highlands National Park to hike the Warren Lake Trail, which is near Ingonish, Nova Scotia. So here we are in northern Nova Scotia on Cape Breton Island, just off the Cabot Trail, north of Ingonish. And we're at Warren Lake. And the hike we're going to do today is a loop, which I presume goes around the lake, which we're seeing here. It's about 5 or 5.5 kilometers, apparently very flat and civilized, which is good for Patty and I because we're both nursing bad knees at the moment from our hiking adventures. It's a beautiful day. It's the middle of August 2024. So we're in the national park, and as is usually the case with national parks, they have good signboards and they tend to have well-marked trails. It says this is a 4.7 kilometer, almost 3-mile loop, virtually no elevation change, and should take about an hour and a half to do. We'll see. There's a caution here about bears and moose and coyotes. And I've hiked on Cape Breton and had a bear run right in front of me on the other side of the island when I was hiking at Pollock's Cove. And certainly driving along the roads at the beginning or end of the day, like at dusk, it's not unheard of to see moose in this part of the world. And coyotes, actually I think technically they're coy wolves, have a pretty good population here in Nova Scotia. If you've never been to Nova Scotia and you're into hiking and like the outdoors, Cape Breton is a great place to visit, probably from the 1st of June and well into the fall. In the fall season, the colors of the mountains, they're more like big hills here, but are just amazing. And it's just an interesting place to visit. There's a big Celtic tradition here. So you'll hear lots of music along the way. You have quite a choice of accommodations, starting in Bedeck, heading up around if you go up the east side and then down the west side. There's some great wilderness camping. We've been to Pollock's Cove, which is a wilderness hike as nice as you'd find in this part of the world. We've been there probably 4 or 5 times. It's an overnight hike. And there's all sorts of great day hikes, whether it's from something that's suitable for families to more challenging hikes. Nice mild breeze, which is good for keeping the bugs down. Definitely mosquito season here and lots of other places. We've got a little beach here. The description says that there's places to swim on this lake. Perhaps that's one of them. Coming across a little stream here. Even though we had quite a bit of rain last night, at least where we were up in Dingwall, which is probably 20 miles north of here, there doesn't appear to be very much water running through the stream. He says we're about 2.5 kilometers in. There's a couple of padlocks on the suspension bridge. And we encountered those on a large scale in Paris, France. And what they're about is two people locked in love forever. So a couple would have put these here. Very small amount of elevation change on this little stretch. Nothing of much consequence, but it is uphill going in this direction. We've gone 4.1 kilometers according to Patty's watch, so we should be getting close to the end. A mild day, it's kind of muggy in the woods, so we've got a bit of a sweat. I didn't get any video of it, but down there by the lily pads, we got to watch a cormorant fishing for quite a while. It wasn't good for video because it was in amongst the grass and so on, but it was pretty cool to watch. There's been a couple of spots along the way that are like this, a little bit muddy, but no particular problem to navigate through. We're coming to the end of our hike, which was about 5 kilometers on a very pleasant day. Very easy hike, well-marked trails, lots of bridges, it's quite flat. Great for a family outing. And here's the place that you could go swimming that they talked about in the information.